Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Welch review.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, man. I'm Sam.
And I'm Stefan.
Yes.
Just in case you forgot our faces.
It's been a while. So yeah, today, like you just said, we're reviewing The Watcher, right?
Yeah, we're reviewing The Watcher, which is a 90s Keanu Reeves serial killer film.
Yeah.
And it stars James Spader as Joel Campbell, Marissa Tomei as Polly, Keanu Reeves as Griffin, Ernie Hudson as Ibby, Chris Ellis as Hollis, Robert Cicchini as Mitch, and it's directed by Joe Charbanek.
Love that guy.
I've never heard of before.
Oh, you haven't?
Or after this movie.
Yeah,
So clearly it just... Yeah, this movie sucks.
Some people's uncultured. Yeah. On the upside, it has Marissa Tomei though, so that's cool.
It's some nice eye candy.
Yeah.
She's just
in
beautiful.
another movie we're gonna be talking about in a little bit.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, like you just said, this movie kind of sucks.
It's a total misfire.
But before we get to the misfire, we should talk about the plot.
We should talk about the plot. So James Spader essentially is an FBI agent who was, being an FBI agent and chasing bad guys. And the bad guy happened to be Keanu Reeves. And Keanu Reeves' specialty happened to be murdering lots of women.
Yeah.
And they gave him, like, a nickname, right? Like, the Zodiac Killer. Only his nickname was The Watcher.
Which is foreshadowed by the title of the movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's like the Milli Vanilli of serial killer names. And like the whole reason James Spader, like, who's now burnt out and like bent out of shape, is because he was having an affair with a married woman who Keanu Reeves then killed because he felt that James Spader wasn't paying enough attention to him.
Yeah.
Who's a murderer.
Yeah. So basically, it's about how after he's kind of washed up, how Keanu Reeves finds James Spader, who has moved to a different city, and is like, "You will care about me again, because I'll start killing women in this city too." So really, it's just about Keanu Reeves being lonely and wanting attention from somebody who he's supposed to hate. It's got real Batman versus Joker vibes, except if both of the characters were really bad.
And like Batman just didn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, and he was just like doing tons of drugs.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't have time for you, I'm all in my feelings.
Yeah.
But like, which leads to like Marissa Tomei, who arguably isn't even like a romantic interest, like right away. She's just James Spader's therapist.
Yeah.
So it's like, you want to deal with your feelings and improve as a human? Fuck you, I'm gonna kill that person so you come back to me.
Yeah.
It's a real abusive relationship.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Keanu Reeves is literally murdering people to get attention, so it's abusive by definition.
That's true.
Um,
But it's so bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's so bad. Like, Keanu Reeves tries to like dance to like Rob Zombie, like techno, rap, rock, heavy metal music, and he's just like, he's got the long hair. He's just like,
yeah,
it's like, Keanu, stop! And it's got like that classic '90s where it's like slow mo and techno music, and like, oh, something going really fast versus really slow.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep during this movie because I wanted to stop watching it, but it was on.
What was the other really bad thing that you termed whenever you saw through Keanu Reeves' character's point of view?
Keanu vision.
Keanu vision.
Yeah, because you see through his point of view, and it's like a hazy, weird. It's not like you're seeing from a first-person perspective. It's like if you saw it from a first-person perspective, but that person was also kind of drunk because nothing is just like clear, right? Like it's all kind of hazy. Like you can tell what's going on, but it's just weird.
It's all also like grainy.
Yeah, that's the right word.
Like it's real grainy, and it's like, okay, so this isn't fully developed. Why are they doing this?
Yeah.
But like, I feel like the two leads, like Marissa Tomei is fine in her role. Ernie Hudson essentially has no role in this movie ever. They're just like, oh hey, who can we get as another FBI agent? Who is that guy from Ghostbusters? Oh, Ernie Hudson, that's who we can get. So he's really underutilized in this film because he's really a good actor. Like, Congo, excellent. Just excellent in Congo.
I like that movie.
You know, but, like, I feel like the roles should have been switched, right? Where Keanu Reeves played, like, the, you know, beat up, down on his luck FBI agent, and James Spader should have played the menacing killer. I feel like that would have done really, really well.
Yeah.
Like, if they flipped those.
I think that one of the issues with this movie is they pick Keanu Reeves to be a bad guy who should be kind of eccentric, right? Because he wants somebody else to basically pay attention to him. So like you were just saying, like I think that the role should probably be switched because Keanu's really good at not having emotions and being, and like that can be portrayed as being like down in the dumps and kind of broken, right? Which our main character is. But instead we get Keanu Reeves trying to do dance moves and emotionally abusing people to like him and awkwardly hitting on girls who he is ultimately going to kill. And it just, none of it feels like Keanu Reeves. Like the Keanu Reeves that we know now at least. And the Keanu Reeves back then is not something that I want to watch for prolonged periods of time.
Well, like a fun fact about this film, like there's an article that came out recently where he didn't sign the contract to do this movie. A friend of his forged his signature on the contract to do this movie.
That's insane.
So instead of being like, hey, I didn't sign that, Keanu Reeves was like, okay,
I
guess I'm doing this now.
Yeah,
you know?
that's kind of funny, actually.
So what's this tell you? Keanu Reeves is a quality human being.
Yeah, I've always heard
You
that, but I think pre-Neo, Keanu, not always the best time. Especially in roles that don't make sense for him.
Yeah, this is definitely a dud. Like, if you want to watch James Spader be over-dramatic and self-inflict, like, his own medicine on himself, like, to cope.
Keep going, I'm sorry.
You know, like, that, if you want to see James Spader down in the dumps, this is for you. If you want to see Keanu dance awkwardly and be like, I'm gonna kill you, this might also be for you.
Otherwise, it's for nobody at all because it's bad.
It's real bad.
Also, I don't like James Spader. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't like you.
I don't.
I hope you see this. I'm just kidding. If you do, I'm sure you're a quality human.
It's like
I just don't like you in this movie.
Ultron and Neo fighting each other should be cool. It's like it's not.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh well.
So, yeah. Don't watch it unless you want to see Keanu dance awkwardly as he murders people. That might alone be a selling point.
This has been the Welch Review. Thank you for not watching this movie and watching us instead.
We'll see you next time.